Hi everyone, are you hungry? It's time for more than kimchi.
That's right. So put on your apron. We got some cooking to do. Mark, I'd like to ask you something. When you think of Korean food, what comes to your mind?
Oh, well, let me see. Well, of course, kimchi
Right.
and I guess bulgogi, kalbi, things like that.
Yeah, those are quite popular, but we have something that we always eat in Korea.
What's that?
Have you heard of bibimbap?
Oh, bibimbap, of course. You know, that's a very famous dish with
That's right.
mixed rice with vegetables.
Have you had it before?
Oh, many times. You know, when I first came to Korea, my friend told me that I should have bibimbap, and so I did. What he didn't tell me was that how much gochujang I should put in. So I put in about 5 tablespoons.
You thought that was like ketchup.
Oh, man, my mouth was on fire for days.
You have to be careful when you put red sauce.
Uh-huh.
And we love the flavor of red pepper. So in Korean cooking, actually we use quite a lot of Korean pepper sauce.
Oh, I see. You know, I've heard that Koreans really enjoy sauces and that they're very important.
Yes, and sometimes when we judge restaurants, sometimes we judge the flavor of their red pepper sauce too.
Oh, I see. So it's a very important thing. All right. So today's menu is bibimbap. I'm sure it will be delicious as always. We'll be right back with the ingredients.
Shall we take a look at today's ingredients? You know, bibimbap means rice with the vegetable on top, vegetable and beef. So we'll start with the rice.
Okay.
Here I have rice, it's already cooked. And then as a vegetable, I have soybean sprout. It's been already blanched, just a minute.
Okay.
And then I have beef. And tenderloin is the best choice for this dish.
Okay.
And then I have a vegetable, zucchini, carrot. And for spice, of course, I have to have a red bean sauce.
Of course.
Red pepper sauce.
Right.
And then as a spice, I have chopped green onion and garlic, sugar, soy sauce,
Right.
sesame seed, salt, sesame oil, and pepper.
That's right. We've got our basic ingredients
Right.
once again. We couldn't cook a Korean meal without them.
That's
and I
right.
see we've got the sprouts here. That adds a lot of flavor, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And you haven't seen the soybean sprout in the overseas because usually you see a lot of mung bean sprout.
Oh, okay.
But Koreans love soybean sprout, which is like it's almost daily, food because it's inexpensive and it has a lot of nutrition.
Oh, I see. One thing we should say first of all is about bibimbap. The
Right.
word itself is well, in Korean means mixed,
Bibida
right?
means mixed,
To mix.
right.
And then pap, of course, is rice. So
right.
mixed rice, that's where the
Right.
word comes from.
Right.
And do we start by cutting the meat?
Yeah, I'm going to cut the
Okay.
beef, and usually it's good to cut with the grain. That way the beef keeps the shape as you cook.
Oh, okay. I think I remember that from before.
And today I'm going to give you some work.
Oh, good.
Since you've seen many days and you know what to cook.
Uh-oh, I'm a little bit worried here.
Now
What,
you know the basic ingredients, all the
Right.
spices we use for beef. So you're going to marinate the beef for me today.
Oh, I get to marinate the beef.
Yes.
All right. So have I been promoted then in my...
I think so. I've seen a sign that you're getting better. So today you
good.
will do some work.
All right, so I'm
here's
the
the
beef
beef.
marinator.
Right.
All right. So I think I remember how to do this, but I want to make sure that I get the amount right. So you watch over me here.
Right.
Is there an order to this?
No, just
Isn't
to
it?
put.
Is that about
Actually, you
right?
start from the garlic
Oh,
and
okay.
the green onions.
Okay, so just
Sure.
an appropriate
Just dump
amount.
it, right.
All right.
We always say a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
All
So
right.
don't worry about too much on the amounts.
Okay.
And then the soy sauce,
Okay. And sugar? Okay.
and
that
then
too much?
sesame seed. I think that's fine. Sesame seed. You don't need to put salt.
I don't want to ruin the meal here.
And then you will put the, right,
This looks really good, actually.
sesame oil and then a
Okay.
little bit of black pepper.
Okay, just a little bit, right? Okay.
Okay. And then you need to mix.
Mix with my hand or mix
you
with a
could do
spoon?
with your fingers. Remember I said also
That's right.
fingertips.
The taste
Right.
comes from the
That's
hand.
right.
All right.
So
We're
why-
learning all sorts of little lessons here on More Than Kimchi. And now I'm going to mix this together. What are you working on there?
While you're doing it, I'll cut the zucchini. I'm going to cut this as a thin stripes. And some of you might think it as a julienne cut. It's the same kind of cut.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the purpose of having thin strips is
Right.
is what?
For this, it's a uniform of the sizes of the vegetables. So,
Okay.
as we mentioned in different time, the vegetables and beef, we try to keep in the same kind of shape.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what's next? What should I
Next,
start
we
working
need to
on?
cut the carrots. Do you want
Cut
to
the
try
carrots? Sure.
cutting carrots too?
Sure. Just cut it thin,
Uh-huh.
thin strips? Okay.
And with the zucchini, what we do is we sprinkle a little bit of salt and water
Oopsie.
for maybe about 5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And when you use salt on vegetable, one good thing about the salt is it also takes away the chemical that you always worried about.
Oh, really? Oh, I've never heard that before. So it actually, the chemicals dissolve?
Yeah, that's
When
what
you-
we say.
Oh,
So
wow.
one of the purpose of on this dish is we want to, kind of soak it down, so the volume will be a little bit reduced when you use salt.
Oh, I see. Now, my carrot strips are
A little bit too.
a little bit big.
Too thick.
All right. We'll let you help me on this.
Okay. Got a little bit.
When all else fails, have Hwa-young help you. Oh, I see.
Thin stripes.
Ah, okay. All right. Looking at all the ingredients in today's meal, I can already tell that it's going to be a very healthful event. And one thing I must say is that whenever I have bibimbap, I feel like it gives me a lot of energy. I really like that. It's a very
I'm gonna put the ones
What,
that's
energizing
prepared
meal.
over here.
Okay.
So we have carrot here,
All right.
and
Then
then
we've got our
zucchini.
there. Okay.
No, I think we are
What's
ready to
next?
cook now.
Oh, good. So where do we start in the cooking process?
And this, of course, you have to kind of blanch. It's
Okay.
already ready here.
All right.
And before I cook it, I'd like to put some spice on this soybean sprout.
Oh, okay. What kind of spices do you add to that?
I'll put, of course, a little bit of garlic,
Uh-huh.
and then the green onions.
Oh, I see.
And then
What do you need here?
I'll
Do you need any of
have,
these?
No, a little bit of salt.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, sesame seed.
Uh-huh.
And then sesame oil.
All right.
Okay.
So you add that. So a lot of the same basic spices as we used for the
right.
meat.
With this, you don't put soy sauce because you want to keep those white color. So instead of putting soy sauce, I'll use a little bit of salt.
I hope your hands are delicious.
I hope so. And I want to tell you that I washed my hands before we do this.
Oh, well, I guess that's a good thing. All
Okay,
right, so
so
we've
this
got our
is
vegetables
ready.
ready. And what comes next here?
I'm going to
get our
cook
flame going here.
Right.
Now, is there a key to mixing it all together, or what's the...
When? After it's all finished? This
Well,
one?
for the
what,
cooking
what
process.
what we do is, we always cook the vegetables separate because each vegetable takes a different time to cook. So
okay.
usually we don't really mix different kind of vegetables when you cook.
Oh, I see.
Now the final thing we need to do is we have to make this red sauce paste.
Okay.
And the way we will do it is, usually the red pepper sauce is a little too thick, so I want to thin it a little bit.
Oh,
And by
okay.
doing it, what I do is put a little bit of red pepper sauce, and then I'll
you
put
just add
right,
water.
just about same amount or slightly less water.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now, is that pretty standard when you use gochujang in cooking?
Right, because you
thin
want to
that?
mix with rice, and if it's too thick, it's hard to mix. So we always thin it with the water.
Oh, I see.
So I have water and red pepper sauce.
Boy, looking at the table here in front of me, I'm realizing it's not a difficult dish to make, but it does really require a lot of ingredients.
And then I'll put a little bit of sugar.
Okay. Oh, really? You had sugar to gochujang?
Because with the hot flavor and a little bit of sweet flavor, that goes very well.
I never knew that.
It's starting to boil.
Okay. So this is going to go right into the dish, right?
Rice. And also, as you mentioned, sometimes you put a lot if you like really hot. But if you don't care for hot flavor, you can put just tiny little bit.
Yeah,
So
I think that's where my mistake came in that first time I tried bibimbap. A little bit too much on the gochujang.
now sauce is all done. I'm going to
Okay.
just put the sauces all ready.
Okay.
I will put a little bit of sesame seed oil.
Oh, I see.
And sesame seed, of course.
Okay. Ooh, that looks good. I can smell it. All right.
Now the sauce is all ready.
Okay. So what do we do with it
put
here?
it over.
Oh, just put it in there. Okay. And actually, do we assemble everything right here?
Yeah, I think
or-
everything is all ready. Now we're going to assemble.
Okay.
Here's a bowl.
All right. So we start
and
with
the rice.
the rice.
Could
you want a
pass
spoon?
me your spoon,
Sure.
please?
Okay, no. Let me see your technique here. Gotta figure out this bibimbap making style.
Now this rice is slightly cooled down because we prepared in advance, but you need to use hot rice. That
Okay.
really gives a good flavor when you mix it.
Oh, okay, I see. So hot rice, that's one point to remember. Okay.
And after that, we'll
What's
put
next?
all those things we cooked separately, we'll put it together at the top of the rice.
Oh, okay.
So you have a beef,
Ooh, this is gonna be really delicious. All right, so the
And
beef
then
and then
you
the
have,
zucchini.
zucchini,
Let's do it. Okay. All right.
and then you'll have carrot.
And finally,
Oops.
is it ready for the egg? I'm eager for my egg
That's
to
right.
to be put on top. See how it all turns out. Oh,
Then
we've
we
got the
put the
sprouts first.
sprouts.
Okay.
Put it one corner.
All right.
And there's one thing I forgot. You know,
What?
to
What's that?
when you eat as a family, you know, this will be fine. But if you have guests over, you want to present a little bit nice. As I said, I forgot. But you can also use the lining as with the letters, and it will give a very nice kind of visual effects.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good.
Now it's your turn. Would you like to put your egg at the top?
Okay. The moment we've been
here.
waiting for.
So if you can just slide right the top, right
Can
the
I borrow
center,
your
sure.
sticks there? All right. So just right on top.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
Is that all right? Did I do okay?
Right. I think this is our finished product today.
All right.
Put it out
Boy, you
right
know,
here.
this looks excellent. Now it's time to talk a little bit about the health benefits of today's dish, and I think we're going to focus on the radish.
Oh, shall
Ready?
we do that?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, radish.
Or wait, what was it? Not the radish,
Right.
but zucchini?
Zucchini? Well, why don't we talk about zucchini?
Let's
then?
talk about zucchini. Okay, well, first of all, I know that zucchini is filled with vitamins. What can you tell me?
Well, I think zucchini is same as pumpkin, and Koreans do believe, you know, pumpkin or zucchini family is really good for you, and some of
okay.
think is for women.
Okay.
Supposed to be really good.
All right, so keep that in mind. Zucchini, you know, a lot of people all over the world really eat zucchini, and it's supposed to have great benefits for your health. All right, well, before we try today's dish, we've got our question of the day. In 1820, a French chemist isolated this, which can combine in various ways to form protein. What is it? That's right. Today's quiz answer is amino acids. Maybe we can use that for a trivia quiz. You know, it's a good little piece of trivia to know for the future. And proteins.
Yes.
So our dish is all done.
Yeah, why don't we try now?
It looks great.
Yes.
One comment I have to make is that actually having made this with you, it's a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, so you have to always try. Then
Yeah.
you will find out it's not that difficult.
I was really impressed by that.
Also, this is the famous red sauce, so I'm going to let you try, and you can
Okay.
put as much as you want.
All right. Well, I learned my lesson, as I said, when I first came to Korea. So I'm just going to put in a little bit. Okay, maybe one. Maybe
That's pretty good.
That's good. Okay.
And then remember, it's a bibimbap,
That's
so
right.
you're supposed to mix everything
That's
all
right.
together.
The most important part of this is that you get it nicely mixed together. And I've seen Koreans do this. I think Koreans are very good at mixing for some reason. Whenever I go to the restaurant and I see people eating bibimbap, I see them mixing it for a long time. I don't know if Westerners have that much patience. All right.
I think they're pretty good now.
All right. Here we go with my first taste of today's bibimbap. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Excellent. That's good. You know, so much better than a restaurant. I think Hwayoung and I need to open up
Right.
our own restaurant here in
More
Seoul.
than kimchi
That's
restaurant.
right. We'll call it more than kimchi. Oh, that's great. No. Really tastes
Also,
good.
for the topping, the vegetable, if you have other leftovers, you can use them. And also, the other day we made a jeon, 3 kinds of jeon. If you have those leftovers, be a perfect topping.
So you can pretty much put anything
Sure.
on top of it and mix it in. Great.
Sure.
So this is a great dish for leftovers. Well, it's been another exciting cooking show here. Thanks for joining More Than Kimchi today, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.